Hey YouTube, welcome to another video. I appreciate you all supporting the last video, making Saccharomyces boulardii drink or juice, whatever you want to call it, which helps protect your gut and just good for overall health and well-being. In this video today, we got an exciting topic, which is L. reuteri, Lactobacillus or Limos-Bacillus, however you want to call it. Today I'm using a strain of L. reuteri from Biogala protectus. This is the staple that I see a lot of people using. It's the recommended microbe selection when you're picking an L. reuteri microbe to use in making yogurt. So a little bit of a backstory about L. reuteri. By doing some research, looking at some videos, essentially 96% of the population on Earth doesn't have this particular microbe in their gut. I guess what happened is with the invention of the antibiotics, which help kill some of that bad gut bacteria that you can be infected with, it also kills the good gut bacteria. And essentially what has happened over a number of years is this microbe has been wiped out of our microbiome, our gut microbiome. And I'm here, or with the help of other people as well, we're trying to get this microbe back in the stomach. So in this video today, I wanted to show just an abstract of how you're going to go about making this yogurt. I actually have the yogurt going right now. Unfortunately, I was filming a bit of it and my microphone died, so I can't redo it today, but I'll explain exactly step by step how you're going to make this yogurt. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your Biogala Lactobacillus Reuteri. You can buy this on Amazon. It's 35 Canadian dollars. Not sure what that would be in US, probably $28, $30, but it's pretty expensive. And it comes with 30 tablets. You're going to need 10 tablets to start. And the beauty of this though is that once you make the first batch of yogurt, you can use this yogurt to then make more yogurt. So what I do is what they tell you is to save about 2 tablespoons of the yogurt from your batch to make more L. reuteri yogurt. However, what I do to make things simple is I have 8 jars in this ultimate yogurt maker that I bought. I save one of these jars as my repopulation jar, for lack of a better word, where that jar is specifically used to make more L. reuteri yogurt. And you'll see in the step-by-step today where you can incorporate the yogurt from your other batch if you don't have the Biogala and don't want to use it again. So essentially what you're going to do today is you're going to get a sanitary bowl. You're going to sanitize all of your kitchenware and whatever you're going to use. And what you're going to need is, again, the Biogala. You're going to need organic half and half. I have 1 liter, so 2 500 milliliters. I'm not sure what that would be in US metrics in the imperial system. But here I'm using 1 liter of organic half and half, and make sure it's organic. You're going to need some inulin powder, organic inulin powder. So inulin is a type of fiber and it's sourced from different, I guess, fruits and vegetables. I know it's in bananas, but inulin powder is what the microbes are going to feed on and multiply. So what we're going to do is we're going to ferment the yogurt for 36 hours. And the yogurt or the microbes double every 3 hours. And the reason we want to double them is because 100 million CFUs, well, when using 10 tablets, it would be 1 billion, isn't enough to get the benefits of L. reuteri. We want to multiply it multiple times so we can have the most or the highest proliferation of these healthy gut microbes so that our stomach is happy and goes like this. When you look at if you get the L. reuteri Biogala, you'll see the little blob on it dancing. You'll understand my little dance there. But that's how your stomach's going to feel after having this yogurt. I noticed that when I have this yogurt, I sleep better. I overall just have more oxytocin because that is apparently a byproduct of eating this yogurt, which is that love chemical, and it just makes you happier, feel better, sleep better. And I noticed that like my hair feels better. I know that there was some tests in animals and some rats about having luscious fur, but I don't find it does like wonders to my hair. But I have an autoimmune disease where I have psoriasis, and I find that this yogurt really helps to prevent that from coming back. So again, the yogurt's going to ferment for 36 hours. It's going to have 12 doubling periods because it doubles every 3 hours. And at the end product, we're going to have a lot more than 1 billion. You can do the math, but you're going to have a lot more than 1 billion after it's done fermenting. So a trick with the Ultimate Yogurt Maker is I set this for 37 hours and I set it at 100 degrees Fahrenheit because my yogurt maker runs a little low, not hot. Some people's run hot, and mine takes about an hour to heat up. So you want to ferment the yogurt at around 98 degrees Fahrenheit. You don't want to go any more than 3 or 4 degrees higher, and you definitely don't want to go 3 to 4 degrees lower because it's not going to have that beneficial doubling period because it grows the best at human body temperature. And you definitely don't want to have it higher because you could kill all those beneficial gut bacteria, and especially for how much this costs, you definitely don't want to kill that batch of yogurt that you just set out to make. So what you're going to do is you're going to pour two 500 milliliters, so 1 liter of, I'm getting ahead of myself, sorry. First, you want to put the BioGala tablets into a bowl. And preferably you want to pick like a pill crushing bowl, and you want to crush up those chewable tablets into a powder. I already did that prior. And then what you want to do is you want to add 2 tablespoons of your inulin powder, organic inulin powder. That's the fiber that they'll eat. And then you want to mix it all together, and you want to add a little bit of half and half. Just a little bit so that you can incorporate it all and make like a slurry or a little slushy, a milkshake I like to call it. Looks like a little milkshake. And you want to mix it all together so it's really fine and all incorporated. And that's when you can add in the rest of the half and half and mix it all together. So once it's mixed, it should be like bubbling a little bit and so on. That's a really good sign. I have no like basis on that, but for me, it's just like I feel like the bacteria are going like this again. They're dancing. They're eating the microbes, or they're eating the inulin powder, and they're having fun. They want to multiply, but they have to get to temp. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the solution, mix it all together, and we're going to pour it in our jars, which I've done. And then we're going to set the yogurt maker to 37 hours. Again, mine takes an hour to heat up. So thus at temperature, I'll have 36 hours remaining. So it has the full, proliferation that I want. And then I'm also going to set it at 100 degrees Fahrenheit because it runs about 2 degrees colder than it says it does. And that's why it's beneficial to get a thermometer, because you want to be able to test the water to see if it's warm. And again, this acts as almost like a sous vide machine. So you didn't see this before, but I poured some water in, enough where when I put the rest of the jars, obviously the water level is going to rise due to dispersion. I don't need to explain that to you all. But then you put the lid on as well, and that keeps the heat in. And again, I'll just leave this to ferment for 36 hours, and I'll come back to it and I'll have a finished product. So until then, I'm not going to have an update video until 36 hours from now, but I promise I will have a video out on what the yogurt looks like, its consistency, how it tastes. I'm actually going to make another video on how to grow microgreens because I want to start selling my smoothies and microgreens and my yogurt at the local farmers market. And specifically, I want to make concoctions of different smoothies where I add a little bit of microgreens, almost acting as like spinach in a smoothie, and then with some yogurt, and then with some Saccharomyces boulardii drink. And it's just going to be like a gut punch, bam, straight to the face. And I feel like you'll get all those beneficial benefits from all of them incorporated. And I think that's something that's not a lot of people are doing. So don't steal my idea, but that's what I want to do. And if you want to help me get into some farmers markets in the GTA, Greater Toronto Area, please let me know. Like and subscribe. And I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. This is Strong Wellness, and that's it for today. Peace.